Hey guys, how are you? What's going on? Happy Tuesday night. Um what's going on? Let's see who's here. You guys know I don't have an intro over here, so I'm just kind of like I'll have to work on that. Hey Soul Candy, how are you? Hey Bama girl, what's going on? CC, what's up? Okay, what do you guys want to talk about? Hey Dr. A, I see you. Bama girl, CC. Hey, Erica. I did drop a comment over on Facebook. I didn't know if y'all were going to get it or not, but then I was going to go live real quick. And then I saw Jasmine was live and I was like, girl, stop it. Oh, God. Sis must really be lonely over there. I guess we'll talk about that in the morning. We're not going to talk about that over here. But it was funny to me because sis is reaching very hard. Um, and I don't know if you guys were over there and saw that, and just silliness going on. Is it one and only Nicole? Hey, boo boo. Hey, everybody. What's going on? Okay, guys. So, couple things are going on. I thought you guys would want to talk about, and I know I told you I would give you some updates on a few things, and then I know everyone has already seen this because it's already floating around YouTube, but like legit own business. And I think you've all seen the the TikTok from Olivia. So I don't know if we're gonna show that tonight unless you guys have not seen it. Hold on one second. I'm on TikTok is way too loud. Um, so just a few things going on, but these are the things that were going on that I was like, you know what, let me come and talk to you guys about this over here. So couple things. Someone in my comments over on Love Lies and Lace Fronts asked about Raven Yates, an update. So we know Raven Yates is the mommy who abandoned her children and left and went to Mobile, Alabama, left her daughter and her son behind. She has another daughter. So she has three kids altogether. One was a runaway. And the kid took off right before she left and took off and abandoned her daughter and her son. So let me see where we are. Uh, okay, we'll make sure you guys can see this. Um, okay. I guess there's a little bit of a news story here too, so I guess we can listen to this. Oh, it's going to be music. Hold on a second. So we kind of know this story. I'll read you what's going on. But basically, she's still in jail. I went over to the funny thing is on People magazine, right here, they had a link right to Mobile, Alabama, and there's a link that just says like who's in jail. And basically, she's still listed as in custody, listed as being in custody. And that was on March 14th. So I clicked on it. It's the funniest thing. And it takes you right here. And I just clicked on who's in jail. And it gives you a running list. You don't even have to look up the names. You just have to scroll through it. And Raven Yates is still in custody. So to whomever asked, I guess I'll let them know tomorrow whenever I go live. She's still she's still waiting extradition back to Texas. Cause I guess that does involve somebody having to travel to go pick her ass up and then bring her back. And that costs money. Um, I mean, not saying that they don't have it, but maybe it's not like a big priority to where they're like, you know what, let's have so and so stop whatever they're doing. But guys, I can't help but notice over here, this person has a ton of charges. But what she's in jail for right now, as of March 8th, is second degree assault and fugitive from justice. So apparently, she had a charge in Alabama and then the fugitive from justice is from Texas. So the child abandonment, you won't see that here because she's not charged with that in Alabama. She's charged with that in Texas. The only thing that they have for her is fugitive of justice. And I guess she got into some sort of assault situation. over there. But girl, these people are up there's they got some offenders up in there. So you can see up to today, somebody was arrested on a whole bunch of stuff right here. So this is current. All I had to do was, so if you're in that area, all you have to do is go to the mobileso.com and then click on resources and who's in jail, and it'll tell you whoever's just been locked up. Doesn't mean they're guilty. They're just being detained at the sheriff's department for processing or whatever they're holding them for. Anyway, back to over here. We all know Raven. If you don't know Raven, um while cops searched for her, Texas mom accused of abandoning kids responded to their social media posts. Okay. This is on People Magazine. This woman made it over to People Magazine. I guess let's see what they've. Texas mother arrested after allegedly leaving her two children alone for 2 months, which authorities allege that Raven Yates abandoned her daughter, 12, son, 3 on September 8th. And that Yates had been staying with a male friend in Mobile, Alabama, after area before her arrest on March 8th. Wow. So that's like 6 months, right? September, so October, November, December, January, February. So 6 months you left your 3-year-old and your 12-year-old. That's awful. The children's father, who had been working in California at the time, notified the police. Roman Forest. I went onto the Roman Forest Facebook just to make sure I didn't miss anything. And I still don't see an update from them regarding her status. So she hadn't made it back yet. Anyway, you guys know most of this story. 3 months after the arrest warrant was issued for the Texas mother who allegedly left her two children home alone, 4 months, Raven Yates was taken into custody multiple states away in Alabama. In the interim, her posts on social media seemed to directly respond to social media posts made by authorities about the case. Roman Forest Chief of Police Stephen Carlisle tells People. So I guess going through her posts, they're seeing like she was actually well aware of the fact that they were looking for her. Okay, that's what that says to me. According to press release from RFPD, Yates was apprehended on March 8th at an apartment complex where she was staying with a male friend. Yates is accused of abandoning her 12-year-old and 3-year-old on September 28th. The 12-year-old's father notified authorities. We know that part of it, so let's skip down. The father had been informed that his child's mother had been seen in Mobile, Alabama without her children, and realized they were home alone because he had been asked by his daughter to send food regularly. Okay. Yates is facing 2 counts of abandoned, endanger child without intent to return, according to RFPD. It is not clear if she has entered pleas or retained an attorney. I don't think she would enter in pleas because she's not in the state where she has been arrested, so she wouldn't enter a plea. Um, I don't think in Alabama. I think they're not there to handle the business of another state. They're just apprehending a fugitive. And then they had her for a second degree assault. So maybe they're trying to handle that before they turn her over, because it shouldn't take a month to send someone to Texas. The pandemic is over, but maybe they just need to handle that assault case or whatever. Anyway, in the time period after authorities issued the arrest warrant before Yates was arrested, Yates was actively making social media posts about her situation, according to the release. Carlisle, the RFPD chief, tells People that authorities didn't initially release the story to the public because they wanted to try to track Yates down first. But when they were unable to, they informed the public, which caught a lot of people's attention because she was wretched AF. She saw it just like we figured she would. And then she started posting actively on social media because she's that type of person. that likes attention. Okay. He says authorities followed her social media posts hoping it would lead to information on her whereabouts, but ultimately a tip was what led to her arrest. Okay. We started getting tips. Of course, a lot of tips were dead ends, but some of them actually got us closer to her, Carlisle continued. That final tip is what told the U.S. Marshals in the Gulf Coast Violent Offender Fugitive Task Force, damn, where she was. During the 3 months between the arrest warrant and her apprehension, numerous posts were made on Yates' Instagram, Facebook accounts. On February 11th, she posted a selfie video on her Instagram with the caption, "When you're minding your own business and know the truth." Some people just don't even need to be on social media, right? It's sad. Anyway, then later that day, she posted a video on a fridge and cabinet with food and clips of a child eating cereal near a computer and playing in a pool. Additional videos posted on that day were also featured of a young girl. Carlisle tells people that photos and videos used in these posts were all from before Yates allegedly abandoned her children. She was not with them, Carlisle says. Those were older pictures. We know where the kids were. The kids were with family members. Want to keep up on the late. Okay, so Carla says some of Yates' social media posts were direct responses to authorities speaking out about the case. On TV, she saw me saying that the cupboards were empty, and we went in the home where the children were found. So she started reacting to that by posting pictures of cupboards with food in them, which she did leave plenty of food when she left, but being gone for that long, it's too long and the food supply is going to go, Carlisle says. But she never did deny that she left the kids alone, but she started posting pictures of her with the kids. And honestly, I think she was enjoying the attention, he continued. As of March 14th, Yates is still listed as being in custody. And I checked it as of today, which is March 28th. When you're hearing me live right now, hey, everybody. She's still in Montgomery County. Excuse me, she's still in Mobile County, awaiting extradition back to Montgomery County, Texas, but it's unclear how long the extradition process will take. So, just so you know, what is going on there. So, that's kind of an update on that. Ariel Foster, we talked about her. She's the track star. I don't have an update on her yet. I will try to get an update for you guys. She's the track star from LaSalle University who was scamming her job. And she bought the Tesla. She went to Maui. She stayed in a $20,000 hotel. She bought a Louis Vuitton bag and she paid for a Tesla cash. Okay. She was scamming her job. She was a college student. And like I said, she was scamming her job and she basically scammed them out of over $1 million. And this was actually in the Boston area. And she was arrested. I think she was released out on a bond, but she's expected to go back to court and answer to the charges. And, subsequently, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. She has kind of answered to a little bit of what's going on, and she has apologized for what she's done, but I don't know that they care. I'm just going to be honest. I don't know that her former employer is like, "Oh, okay, you apologize. That's okay. You just maybe," and that's I'm sure what they have insurance for. I'm sure that there's some sort of transactional financial type of insurance that they have, some sort of hazard or something insurance. I want to know what was going through her head. How do you leave your kids like that? Um and that's Raven Yates. Let me finish on Ariel real quick. Um I'll get an update on that tomorrow. So we'll dive into that tomorrow. We'll come back here and update on Ariel and some of the other stories Regarding Raven, good question. I don't know, Erica. I mean, a lot of us are moms. That's what brings a lot of us together. Some of us are not moms yet, but just interested in these stories. At the end of the day, I think we see it all the time, and I don't want to put any names to it at this moment, but I'm sure you can, there are people that we see on social media every day who just have kind of lost a grasp with reality and how to conduct themselves out here in the world. And they're kind of operating as though like it's social media world or something. Like this is how so like the same rules that maybe apply on the internet is what they're kind of using to navigate the world. So I don't know. I really don't. I don't know what would make her think that it would be okay to leave her kids for that period of time and assume that they're going to be okay. I don't know what came over her to even make her think such a thing. It's awful. But clearly she doesn't care um in the way that she should, whether she loves her kids or not. I don't even want to say she doesn't love her kids because that would be horrible for those babies to not only just feel the abandonment, but have to kind of at an early age soak in that maybe mom doesn't really care very much or doesn't, what I mean? If she doesn't love herself, she might not love them. You know what I mean? It's very sad. Um, so yeah, I think the internet um allows people to really explore sides of themselves that if we didn't have so much freedom on the internet, no one out here in the real world would notice. I mean, if it wasn't for the internet, people may not have even known she was gone. You know what I'm saying? Um and luckily no one really did know she was gone. No one knew. She, coerced the daughter into fear to lie to her dad. And then she took off. So no one in the real world knew she was gone. But in the internet world, she's carrying on like she's some sort of celebrity, like she's got legitimate businesses. She's soliciting tax preparation business, which was probably a scam. Because who would turn over their tax information to this woman? And not just from this picture. If you saw her social media, I'll share some of my posts. You're not gonna let her do your taxes, okay? Like if you have any sense. And she's a mess. I mean, she clearly is doing some sort of peep show type work, like pay for play type of internet sex work. And she's a whole mess. I think she, you know what I mean? Like it looked like even soliciting people, she was soliciting. Like um so she was making her money on the internet and maybe even in person. So um that's the type of person. She had other things she wanted to do, clearly. And we see that on, we saw one of the mommies out here doing that tonight. I mean, doing damn yoga in what looked like a big pink diaper and thinking that she looks cute, but I think she's all about the shock factor. And I did she post that for the YouTube streets on TikTok? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, let me see if I can find it. Um, oh, there's a whole mommy out here on the YouTube streets who is missing from her children at the moment. I mean, we don't know if they know if she left the state or not. Is she still in the state? We don't know. Um, but when people are on the internet doing stuff like this, I don't know if that's a diaper. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe is that a diaper? And then you've got some dude over here. I mean, her content, as you can see, like she said, she is looking for men who have coin that want to book on time, online dates or whatever. So she's over here and homie's talking about damn. And, so I'm sure that I'm assuming she got whatever reaction she needed at the moment. And then she's on some sort of fictitious date earlier. And you know, this is no different from what Raven Yates was posting. Just kind of, provocative type photos. Um and basically, hit me in my inbox. So, and she found herself a wig that makes her feel like her old self before she chopped off all her hair. And yeah, basically, you know what I mean? So, yeah, the internet makes some people feel like brand new. Hey Courtney, hey everybody. Hey Olivia Pope, hey Boo Boo. Hey Tina. Hey everyone. Thanks for joining me over here. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um you guys are awesome. But yeah, guys, we were talking about Raven Yates, but I cannot help but draw the comparison to Liv's life that we cover and follow over on Love Lies and Lace Fronts. She reminds me a lot of Raven Yates. Has she abandoned her kids? Well, if she left the state of Texas after moving there to be closer to them and didn't get what she wanted and decided to leave, um I mean, I guess that could be a whole yes. um so I don't know if she wants us to believe that she is in Texas, and clearly we're looking at palm trees. Do you see that over there? Over her left side, the tall palm trees. I mean, I don't know that they've got those tall palm trees in Dallas. Maybe, I don't think so. I lived in Texas for 5 years and I don't recall palm trees other than maybe like the occasional strategically placed palm tree, but not just kind of to that degree. But anyway, that's your update though on Raven Yates. She is still awaiting extradition. And it is unfortunate. And I hope I answered your question, Erica. I know it's just kind of awful. Um, but yeah, we're gonna keep our eye on that story. It's a developing story. We'll keep up on that one. We'll keep up on Ariel Foster. There is another story. I guess we're keeping up with some bad news right now. Um, Let me tell you about this. This was a strange story too. I don't know if you guys heard this or not. But we're gonna get into this one. No, it is not this guy eating Burger King. But let me see if I can get this to play real quick. I guess this might be in it. Let me refresh this. Okay. Does she looks sad? Can you see her little frowny face? I would be look, these people out here are just fucking up in a major way. This Florida woman, a lot of stuff goes down in Florida, guys. Let's see if this is gonna play. Here we go.
Sarah Boone.
42-year-old Sarah Boone faced a judge Wednesday morning charged with second-degree murder. Detectives say she left her boyfriend, 42-year-old Jorge Torres Jr., in a suitcase in their Winter Park apartment to die. Based on the evidence in the case,
The autopsy findings, which include significant evidence of trauma to multiple sites on the victim's body.
the state asked for no bond. The judge agreed. According to the arrest report, Boone told Orange County deputies she and her boyfriend were playing hide and seek when they thought it would be funny if he got into the suitcase. She says she zipped him inside. Hours later on Monday afternoon, deputies say Boone called 911 saying Torres was dead. Detectives say Boone said the two had been drinking and that after she zipped him into the suitcase, she went upstairs and passed out in her bed before waking up later to her cell phone ringing. That's when she says she realized Torres was possibly still inside the suitcase and found him unresponsive. But two videos found on Boone's cell phone appear to tell a different story. Detectives say in one of the videos, Boone's boyfriend was yelling her name, saying repeatedly that he couldn't breathe. Boone reportedly replied, "That's what you do when you choke me.
Ooh.
And that's what I feel like when you cheat on me," and told him to shut up. In the video, detectives say you can see Torres pushing on the suitcase, trying to get out. In Orange County, Alex Villarreal, West 2 News.
Can you believe that, guys? Okay, so let me see if there's an update on this. I feel like I pulled the wrong update. Let me see if I can find the update, but basically, yes. And it just kind of made me think, and obviously it's a very different case, what just happened in Mississippi, but there's a lot of women out here for many different reasons. I mean, I don't want to get into the particulars of Khadijah Brown specifically, but we do know that her husband is dead today because of a gunshot wound or several gunshot wounds. They were having an argument that resulted in him being not alive. Okay. And we all know this. It was on Facebook Live. There's just a lot of, like, I don't know if this is the season of snapping. Um, there's a woman who, um, we all heard of the shooting at the school in Tennessee recently. I mean, there's just a lot of people snapping, and I don't understand really what's going on. It's really, really awful. It's absolutely awful. As far as Sarah Boone is concerned, I feel like her case is still going on. Hearing continued. um I don't know if she has gotten her final sentencing yet, but let's just go back to the original story because it's crazy. Like, this woman, I guess, according to what she's saying, she's alleging, um, or at least in these videos, that, maybe there was some sort of abuse going on with her and her boyfriend, and she took it in her hands to, I don't know what made him think to get in a damn suitcase. Florida woman who allegedly zipped her boyfriend in a suitcase and left him there to die was arrested. 42, Winter Park, faces charges of second-degree murder in the death of Jorge. Um, Boone said that she was playing a game of hide and seek. Like, she sounds nuts to even think that the police were going to believe that that was actually how it went down. Boone said they were playing a game. It was just a joke. And she zipped him up in the suitcase thinking it would be funny. And according to a report, like, what man is allowing someone to zip him up in a suitcase? Boone and Torres had allegedly been drinking alcohol, and she said she went upstairs and passed out while Torres was still in the suitcase. But I guess she filmed it, which was dumb. Walking up Waking up to her cellular phone ringing multiple times, Boone said she realized Torres was still in the suitcase where she found him unresponsive. According to the report, she called 911. Emergency responders came to the home and found Torres had died. The sheriff's office said Boone's statements have been inconsistent. And on the cell phone footage, Torres can be heard screaming for help in the suitcase while Boone chides him. Torres yells out Boone's name, asking for help, to which she replies, "For everything you've done to me, fuck you," apparently laughing. The police report says, "I can't fucking breathe. Seriously," Torres shouts. I mean, she basically tortured him until his last breath. "Yeah, that's what you do when you choke me," adding, "Oh, that's what I feel like when you cheat on me." I mean, like, it's awful. It's awful. That poor man. And I don't know if she did suffer abuse with this man, or this woman is just mentally ill, or she was trying to come up with some sort of sick reason. I don't know, but it's really, really, really bad. But I'm gonna get an update on her too, to see, has she gotten final sentencing. Up until towards the end of last year, I think the case was still ongoing. So I'm gonna see if this has been final deposed yet. Um, but let's move on in some lighter news, but still a little bit tragic. We have America's next top model, Eve Marcille. Her and her husband are splitting up. Hold on one second. I guess we can look at that. That just automatically just wanted to come up. So I guess we'll let it play. Let's see what it's gonna say.
I think everything has a reason and a season. And the time that I spent on Housewives, I enjoyed myself. I cried. I laughed. I obviously fought.
Okay, this doesn't necessarily have anything to do with what we're talking about. So, Eva Marcille and her husband have filed for divorce. I'm sure you guys have seen or heard about that today. Um, it came out like early this afternoon. She filed for divorce from Michael Sterling. I just wonder like what happened. They're a very attractive couple. Um, she seemed to be into him. We knew she had dealings. Who was her baby father? I forget. She was dealing with a guy who kind of was like a little bit of a scoundrel, and they were going through it. And she meets this guy, and I remember he was running for mayor or some sort of office in Atlanta. He did not win, but in that year she ended up on Housewives, and she's got a beautiful family. And so I think she's had two kids with this guy, and she had another kid with a rapper, I think. Or is he a basketball player? I think is he a basketball player? Kevin McCall. Maybe he's a basketball player. But he like disowned his kid because I guess he didn't want her around other men, and it was one of those where he could kind of do what he wanted to do, but she couldn't live her life and move on. He's a basketball player. But it was crazy. So anyway, I think he adopted her eldest child, and then they've subsequently had other kids. So it's over. Real Housewives of Atlanta alum Eva Marcille filed for divorce from husband Michael Sterling after more than 4 years of marriage. The Bravo celebrity, 38, filed the paperwork in Fulton, that good old Fulton County, Georgia. Okay, on March 23rd, per documents obtained by Us Weekly, calling her marriage irretrievably broken with no prospects for reconciliation. So I guess that just means done. They're done. According to the documents, the estranged couple who tied the knot in October of 2018 are currently separated. Marcel requested legal and primary physical custody of the pair's two sons, Mickey and Maverick, and her daughter Marley, who she shares with Kevin McCall. But didn't she allow her to be adopted or something? America's Next Top Model alum who asked for an equitable division of all marital assets and asserts that Sterling 41 should contribute to their child's expenses, including medical and dental. Marcel and Sterling started dating in 2016, got engaged in 2017. The model gushed about the attorney while wishing him a happy Father's Day in 2020. My king, the head of this family and the owner of my heart. Happy Father's Day to the most consistent, invested, honest, loyal, thoughtful, on time, every single day dad. She captioned the carousel of Instagram photos to her husband. I love you, and I'm so blessed to call you my husband and to have you as our beautiful children's dad. Enjoy your day. Um, in February, the California native shared a video of her and Sterling dancing Happy Valentine's Day forever and ever. Maybe she just got bored. Maybe she's one of these women who get bored. I mean, I know for some of you out here, and I mean, honestly, even for me too, I find it absolutely shocking but there are women out here, and men too, of course, who get bored in relationships. They need to have some different type of, sex. They want to have some interesting, freaky. They just want something different on the menu. Or they fall out of love, or for them, it just could be you never made enough money or you didn't aspire. I wanted to marry the mayor. I mean, I don't know why she would let him go, but there are some people who I don't have a doubt that if they lost every dollar that that their spouses would be gone. And I'm going to put that on Marjorie Harvey. I'm going to put that on Portia Williams. I'm going to put that on girl if and these two are not married, but if Angela Simmons, if Yo Gotti was on his last dollar, Angela Simmons would be gone. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just my opinion, but I think that it's quite possible that maybe he hasn't measured up to be what she thinks she wanted. Supposedly he cheated. Wow. I wonder if she had any cheating, but okay. So if he cheated, I mean, I don't know that that's something I could come back from. I mean, because it's not even, I don't want to say it's not the cheating. It's more of like the whole entire package of cheating. So the lies, the deception, the obvious infidelity, giving away my sausage, all those things. Yeah, I would have a real problem with that. I would not be happy at all. So, but yeah, so she filed against him. So I guess that would make sense if he cheated, she's done. If she lost interest, um, you know, she's done. Very few people are loyal. They give up on each other as soon as things go bad. Yeah, I don't want to say very few people. There are a lot of people who are loyal. You just don't hear people aren't always sitting down saying, you know what, we're so loyal. I mean, we hear about the after effects of people not being loyal. You know what I mean? Nobody usually wants to hear how happy people are because some cynics, they just don't believe it. Like we're more apt to listen to the horror stories of after the breakup or during the breakup. Most people who are happy and in decent relationships aren't always reporting in because they're living and they're happy. You know what I mean? So you're going to hear about it if and when it falls apart. That's just kind of my take on it. I don't subscribe to everybody's unhappy. um but that's a shame. They sound like threesome. You know, Dr. A. I mean, people have a lot of options out here these days, and people are definitely exercising them. I don't know if I'm getting that energy, but it's quite possible. Yeah. In fact, let's see. So basically what they're saying here is that she was kind of gushing up until, and noticeably until Valentine's Day, right? My forever. And you know what? Sometimes when people go over and overboard, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong about talking about your relationship or your spouse, but when people are going like overboard, um, hmm. Sterling for his post shared a sweet message of his own to commemorate the romantic holiday. Forever, my forever Valentine. I'm so in love with you, that there isn't anything else. Happy Valentine's Day. The Sterling's lawyer captioned a photo of Marcel sitting in his lap and smiling with his arms around him. 5 months prior, the duo engaged in their flirty banter on Instagram. Sterling shared a photo of him sheepishly resting his head on Marcel's shoulder at an event. Eva, why do you always grab my butt when we're taking pictures? You can't help yourself. Me embarrassed, he captioned the Instagram shot. The young and the restless alum left a playful comment writing, always, and I loved it. Marcel's fellow Real Housewives personality, Cynthia Bailey, commented, love y'all. Cynthia, why didn't you? Okay, whatever. Neither Marcel nor Sterling have publicly addressed the divorce filing. Us Weekly has reached out for comment. So um, that's too bad. That's too bad. So that is too bad. Um, do any of you guys watch Vanderpump Rules? I don't know if you guys were keeping up with this like a week or so ago. I was like all into it, but I stopped watching Vanderpump Rules a couple of years ago. But I was not surprised. Any of you guys who used to watch, one of the Tom Sandoval and Ariana. But I was thinking to myself, isn't that how you and Ariana got together anyway? You were cheating on crazy ass, is it Christine? Who had just broke up with Jax, that whole taking you guys down memory lane, if any of you guys ever watched Vanderpump. Um, it was crazy. I watched it in the early years. Of course, things changed, 4 and 5 years in, they've got money. They're not, they don't need to be waitressing at Lisa Vanderpump's restaurant anymore. So it became much less believable. Um, let's see. She is still on Ricky Smiley Morning Show. I'm not sure. I don't listen to it. I think at the time that that's on, I think I'm live. So I don't even listen to it. And I haven't commuted to work in over 3 years now. So, yeah, I don't listen to Ricky Smiley in the morning. I used to, I guess, when Portia was on there sometimes. Um, but I guess, yeah, I'm not sure, sis. I'm not sure. She might be. Um, all right, guys, we have a choice of a couple of things we could do. I did get a message. How long have we been on? It's been almost 40 minutes. We could talk about this real quick and we could really get into it tomorrow. Asha Everything did post a video and I've actually enjoyed this video. She was driving and I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I guess we could maybe react to it tomorrow on Love Lies and Lace Fronts. Um, but there was a portion that I do want to talk about now. If you guys are up for it, we could talk about it a little bit. I don't see why not. Um, it was funny to me. So, over any of you guys who are watching and don't follow me over on Love Lies and Lace Fronts, we did a reaction to a video recently of Keisha Kaylee, and she was on her way to a restaurant with her friends. And anyway, lo and behold, Asha is on her way out to go meet some people, and she was on her way to that event, was what we found out at the end of the video. But anyway, long story short, let me pull the video up. I'm going to fast forward all the way to the end, but if you guys want to, we can like get into it tomorrow. But I just felt like this was a like weird hearing this from some women in their 30s that actually kind of felt this way. Maybe I'm not surprised, but I was just like, really? Just a second, let me pull this up. Okay. All right, so here we are. Okay, here we are. So this was actually a good video. Go check it out. But sis is in her car, and let me make this big. Sis is in her car, and she's talking about a couple of things. One is she talked about um a Marilyn Monroe movie, which I guess she kind of said that it was more like a docu series or documentary. But I guess there was the movie, and I just did air quotes, but you guys didn't see me. And then there was more of a documentary, and she was talking about that. That was interesting. And then she gets to the restaurant. So let's get to this part of the restaurant. And if you guys, we can talk about this tomorrow. Maybe if we still need to. Okay, so she gets to the restaurant. And I didn't think anything of it. I'm going to be honest, because we reacted to this video the other day, Keisha's video, and she went to meet up with these ladies. And I really didn't even think anything of it when she was saying she was going out, because I mean, Aisha's always going somewhere in her videos. And so when it gets to this part, like I was kind of like, oh, okay, this is the dinner that Keisha went to. Okay, so let's get into it, okay?
I'll see you guys when I get there.
Hey, we finally made it, guys. Angie, it better be busting, sis.
I don't like loud people. I made it, guys, with the ladies. Just say hi. Say hello. Hey, girls. Ooh, we got this tower. It's about to go up. Yes. Ashley said she wants you to pour it in her mouth. Oh, no, thank you. No. You want me to hold it? Hold it down. I know you was ready, sis.
You kind of have to listen carefully. There's a couple of, I'm going to just say kind of, I'm not going to say low blow, but kind of like, ooh, okay. Have any of you guys seen this in the chat at the moment? Anybody in the bushes? Guys, hit the like button for me if you don't mind. Yes, I knew she was going here because I heard her voice in Keisha's video. Yeah, I just didn't. I assumed that Asha was there because she's always at everything. I didn't even, when she got there and I saw, the other ladies first, I was like, oh, okay. No, you have not seen this. Okay, let's listen. Let's listen, guys.
Thank you. Y'all look at it. Yeah, the dip is different. What was that one we did? Oh no, we had did this at brunch. I'm saying I do like both of them. That looks really good. I like that too. Ladies doing it up.
So are those like some lamb chops and shrimp or something with queso? I mean, everything tastes good with queso. Hey, Miss Corey, did I say hi already? Lemonade. I just watched when the latest housewives went to prison. Forgot her name. Oh, is that lady? I forgot what her name is. I know who you're talking about. The one who was scamming. Is that the one? The one who was scamming like not credit cards, but she was on like damn Utah or something, right? Okay. I think
Can't
that's
wait
the
for
one.
Milan to share one of her lamb chops with me.
I suppose.
Repeat. Okay. If you're ever not in the mood, right? Not in the mood to with your man.
Okay, catch this. She says, if you're ever not in the mood. And I want you to hear how some of these women didn't even understand the concept. Like, not in the mood. What do you mean not in the mood? Okay. It was a couple of things, but here's Ashley introducing, if you're ever not in the mood, I guess this is the mood enhancer trick. Okay, this is how you get in the mood real quick. Okay.
I can't wait for Milan to share one of her lamb chops with me.
I suppose.
Repeat. Okay. If you're ever not in the mood, right? Not in the mood to with your man, take 2 shots or whatever you're supposed to drink. Take 2 shots and drink 3 glasses of water.
If you're ever not in the mood, just go ahead and get drunk. I mean, 2 shots and drink 3 glasses of water. Who wants to do something like that? How in the world are you going to have your man lay on top of you and you have just completely filled your whole entire belly with liquid? Like, that's not even comfortable to me. I'm sorry. I'm not going to have 2 shots and then drink 3 full glasses of water. Are you crazy? I mean, I guess I could get the 2 shots, but I mean, I don't get the and 3 glasses of water. It just sounds like, sis, what are you talking about? But let's listen. Let's listen, okay?
You'll be waterfall and waterfall get mentally ready. Yeah.
So she's saying that that's going to help you have a waterfall, I guess, because you're hydrating yourself, and that's going to help the putty cat get wetter and wetter. I don't know. What did Keisha chiming in? Keisha, it looks like Keisha got a bad weave over there, doesn't it? Look at that weave. Look at that wig. Okay.
Repeat. Okay. If you're ever not in the mood, right? Not in the mood to with your man, take 2 shots or whatever you're supposed to drink. Take 2 shots and drink 3 glasses of water. 3 glasses of water. You'll be a waterfall and waterfall. Get mentally ready. Yeah. I thought you were going to say something else. 2 shots. One shot. I'm telling you. I'm gonna be watering anyway. You're
Keisha says she gonna be water anyway, y'all. Okay.
even more like watering. But you're even more fertile. You be ready. It's more lubrication. Talking about fertile.
Wait, this one right here is getting ready to cut Keisha on her kneecaps. Okay, she getting ready to kneecap sis. Okay, let's. It's like, Keisha, girl, be quiet, because they weren't even trying. Because Keisha said something about being fertile. Okay, so listen.
You're even more like watering. But you're even more fertile. You be ready. It's more lubrication. Talking about fertile. Nobody want all the kids you got, baby. I'm talking right now. I'm talking right.
She said, "Don't nobody want all the kids you got, baby." Keisha, go ahead and eat that lamb chop on that, okay, sis? And don't nobody want all them kids you got. Look at Keisha's eyes, like, bitch.
But you're even more fertile. You be ready. It's more lubrication. Talking about fertile. Nobody want all the kids you got, baby. I'm talking right now. I'm talking right before. Not an hour before. Look at me right before bed. Come over here, baby. I'm about to order, baby. Hold on, one more. About this glass. No, this is how you do it. You don't do it like that. You go in the shower.
Look at Keisha trying to be funny, acting out, drinking a bunch of. The shade, right? Was that the shade? The shade of it all. Okay. Y'all, we've been in places. Y'all, did y'all come over? I know some of y'all were over there today over at Station Head. That was fun, wasn't it? One thing I didn't realize is that if you guys don't have Spotify or iTunes or whatever music, y'all couldn't hear the music. So next time we go over there, maybe it'll be on some, we don't need to, like, we're not playing music or whatever. Because I do think it's still like a good place to like meet up. If we ever wanted to, like, just meet up off the grid or whatever. It's just a great source. But I didn't realize that y'all could not hear if you did not have a subscription to those services. I don't think, right? Women getting way smarter than nobody. I mean, look, children are wonderful. Having a family is amazing. Being a mommy is it's a wonderful thing to experience as a woman. So what, you know what I mean, like, woo woo, okay? I'm my life changed, and I'm so grateful and thankful that I had the opportunity to become a mom. But my life would have still been fulfilled had I not become a mom. You know what I mean? I just wouldn't have had this experience, So anyway, let's keep going. Okay. Let's go back just a little bit when sis cuts Keisha at the kneecaps and says, "Don't nobody want all them kids."
I'm talking right now. I'm talking right before. Not an hour before. Look at me right before bed. I'll be mentally ready. Yeah.
Mentally ready and physically ready.
One shot. I'm telling you.
A glass of water is key. I'm telling you.
Anyway. You're even more.
Keisha said she's gonna be water anyway.
But you're even more fertile. You be ready. It's more lubrication. Talking about fertile.
Why does Ashley have on a bomber jacket? Everybody is kind of like after work casual, or maybe just kind of whatever. And Keisha is wearing that damn sparkly ass Shein, looking like it's scratchy material feather dress. Okay. And everybody else is just dressed kind of like cool spring evening. So they got jackets, ball caps, denim jackets, just after work clothes. HBB, what's good?
Nobody want all the kids you got, baby.
Nobody want all the kids you got, baby.
Right before. Not an hour.
Okay, then Keisha takes Keisha and her. Okay.
I'm about to order baby. Hold on, one more. About this Blac. No, this is how you do it. You don't do it like that. You go in the shower. See, I didn't used to be ready, but I be ready now because my man be doing what he's supposed to. No, but I be ready now. You're not in the mood. I be in the mood. Yeah, but now.
So Asha is like, I'm in the mood. There's never, I'm not in the mood. My man's doing what he's supposed to be doing, so I'm in the mood night, I guess. Ashley is speaking the reality of, I'm looking tired right now. I got my black jacket on. I got my old jacked up ball cap on. Sis, I'm tired. I'm doing real estate and I'm a flight attendant. I guess she comes home, she's tired, right? So she's trying to explain to Asha, no, I'm talking about when you're not in the mood. And Asha's like, I'm in the mood.
Because I don't be having no worries. But yeah, but if you're talking about for everybody who gotta do every day or something, if you're not, ain't no gotta do every day. Why is that a thing? Like we're talking about it. When we in the car driving, you like, let's okay, well, one, everybody can't lie. Every time you're not high in the mood. Every time, that's impossible. Oh, really? No.
Is this crazy that they're having to explain what not in the mood means?
Oh, he has a high sex drive. Okay.
Oh, he has a high sex drive. Okay.
But you don't think my boyfriend sex drive that high? I like that 50-50. We on the same page, baby. Okay, like I did say. Okay, don't say your look up. Hold on, y'all. Actually, give me y'all a history lesson. So when I said the order in the 2-shot thing, because let's be realistic, everybody don't be trying. Every time you don't always do it. But I believe in don't tell your man no. So the days you don't want.
She says she believes in don't tell your man no. Where is it that you must give wife level putty cat to a boyfriend? I'm gonna need for the girlfriends out here to stop giving wife benefits. That is a benefit of a wife to a husband. If your man can't hold on to his dick for a couple of nights because you're on your period or you're tired because you work just like he does, you don't need him. If he can't make it through the boyfriend girlfriend period, he's not going to make it as a husband. There is no way that these women who are not married to these men, yes, you're living with each other. Okay, that's your business. That's what you chose to do. But if you're working, driving cross town, you're in planes all day, you're just getting home, you're tired, you made dinner, you're running around, all of these things, you are not obligated to give up the putty cat, and this man has not even set a date with you to make you his wife. I don't understand. So they're going to go into a part where the moms are giving, their advice of, I've never, like, I think Ashley says her mom's never told her dad no. But the operative word here is that's your mom's husband. That's your father. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's wife tings. Your man, not that you hold sex over but at the end of the day, even as a wife, I mean, there's just going to be times where you're just physically not able. I mean, you could be up with kids, you could be sick, you could be nursing, you could be so many things, have a presentation at 5:00 in the morning. There's many reasons why you should and your husband should be considerate of you and your health. So I don't know. This is a whole conversation. And then of course, Keisha's going to chime in. Okay, so let's listen. I just wanted to put it into context because it's very loud. I don't know if you guys can really hear.
Hold on, y'all. Actually, give me y'all a history lesson. So when I said the order in the 2-shot thing, because let's be realistic, everybody don't be trying. Every time you don't always do it. But I believe in don't tell your man no. So the days you don't want to do it, I'm gonna go take your shot, your 2 shots. But when you're in the shower, go take your shower. While you're in there, have your glasses in the shower. But we drink a shower water. No, take your clothes off and gulp the water down. About like this size.
You hear the girl Ariel is like, what? I want to hear the part about you don't tell your man no. Are you kidding me? Like, you might want to flex that no sometimes. That no is going to get you a long way. Okay.
2 shots. But when you're in the shower, go take your shower. While you're in there, have your funny glasses in the shower. But we drink a shower water. No! Take your clothes off and gulp the water down. About like this size. Why don't you even tell your nigga no?
They are laughing at Ashley.
Mama just always tell your man no. My mama just always
Why would your mom tell you that? You're not even married to that man that you live with. Yeah, I know they're not wives. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're not even like, why would your mom tell you something so stupid? Look at this girl right here is like legit side-eyeing. Do you see this? Like, they're looking at Ashley like, sis, what are you talking about? What? This one's side-eyeing. This one is looking like, you don't tell him no. What? Girl, you might want to flex that no. Sometimes people need to know you don't always get what you want over here. You want to get everything you want, then I need to be getting everything I want. You can't give up everything. I mean, gosh, it's like these women today are giving up credit, unlimited sex, unlimited access, family access, access to their network. I mean, it's like giving up every damn thing, and they don't even have to marry you. It's awful. Um, this girl right here with the denim jacket, I guess this is Ariel. She's almost like, what? Can we go back to the part where you don't tell your man no? What? And then this girl's giving the side eye. She said, why don't you believe in telling your, I don't like to use that word, your man no. And she's saying it's because my mom told me to never say no. And your mom was probably talking about not telling your husband no. And there's a lot that goes with that too. It's not just yes to everything. It's, there's reasons behind that, but I mean, it has to be practiced with reason. Look at her laughing.
Tell your man no. My mama just always I barely do my driver, but if I'm sleeping, I always and I had a long ass day. I'm like, you know, okay, y'all. So Ashley says she's never told her man no, and Ariel's looking at her with the big eyes because she's lost. What I want to ask also my driver. No, listen, I'm gonna answer that. My mom actually told me. My mom has never. And sorry, mom, I know you're gonna be low. She's never told my daddy no, ever. Yes, my mama
But
told me.
that's
She
her
said, I've never
husband.
told your dad no. I swear to God. My mom told me that, and that's what made me realize I needed to change. Because I used to be saying no all the time, too.
Yeah, but you don't give wife benefits to a boyfriend, Asha. When that man becomes your husband, then you can make that decision if that's what you want to do. But you don't need to do that as a girlfriend. It's okay to tell your boyfriend no.
I used to be saying no. But my mom said no. Like, you don't know. But I'm also vouching. What if your nigga my job is high? I never that I want to say. She said she never, I don't know. She didn't go in detail, but she said she never told my dad.
Girl, if you don't live together, it's good to tell him no. And sometimes it's good to tell him, I'm getting ready to go to sleep. And let him figure it out. Like, he doesn't have to come spend every single night. Like, sometimes that's what makes him want to be there more. Okay?
Say that on camera, say no. Go ahead. Because I'm like, I just want to say, you see yourself? Yeah. Okay. I just want to say that my drive is higher than his, so I've never actually. It's rare that I want to say no. But on the few times
Okay,
that
clean it up,
Ashley. I don't
Ashley.
feel like it. I do my little trick and I'm gonna go.
So if your drive is higher and it's rare that, see, this is where the lie comes in. It's like, sis, you don't have to lie. Now you feeling silly because look at that face. So yours is higher than his. It's rare that you have to tell him no. But what made you think of telling everybody your tried and true secret of getting 2 shots, get yourself shit-faced drunk, and get yourself ready with 3 cups of water just so you can handle business, that you got to go ahead and drink alcohol to jump in the bed with your man? I mean, if you love him so much and you're doing it because you love him and you want to connect with him and you want to you want to bump horizontal in the bed, you shouldn't need to get 2 shots. You should just be able to just kind of like, you know what, let's do the damn thing. Why you gotta go run get some alcohol? That's not a good sign, sis.
You go in that shower with your glasses. Cause I can tell you, if you know you're like, well, my man, he be throwing his throughout the day, like, so I know, like, damn, he wants
my boo is very vocal.
So I get it together.
My boo is very vocal. Like,
mine too. There's a lot I
he'll
know.
tell me, he's like, hey babe, let's try this. Or I got this for us this weekend. Or I like to see you naked. Or we could do this. And I'm like, yeah,
That's
babe,
real, though. Because he's doing that when you're away. So by the time you're at home, take a bring that ass. But see, it's different for you because she's there.
She said Jeremy sends her a snap talking about bring that ass over here. And what is she gonna say? It's different for you because you live with him?
Hey, me and my are flight attendants, so it's kind of with our set, it be anticipated a lot. Yeah. Because we're flight attendants, so it's like, I know if I'm coming home, like, if I don't want to, he don't want to. So, you know.
I agree with it. I agree with y'all saying it.
Those two.
Yeah, because we're flight attendants, so it's like, I know if I'm coming home, like, if I don't want to, he don't want to. So, you know.
I agree with it. I agree with y'all saying it.
Look at those two looking at each other like these two tricks are silly. Girl. Okay, they're looking like, I guess that's the nail tech, and I forget, I don't know who the other one is. They scared to say no because they feel like, yeah, they feel like they got to go ahead and give it up because he's gonna go get it from somewhere else. Trust me, I don't want to say it's a test, but at the end of the day, if your man can't hold himself for a night, you don't need him. If he is a loose cannon out here on the streets because he's not going to get no putty cat and he can't go home and take his ass to bed and get ready for work the next day, and you two don't live with each other, that's a bad sign. Number one, you don't want to be with someone who's a sex addict. Number two, if, like I said, if he can't hold on to himself, um, then you don't need him. You really don't. A man should respect your body. Even as a wife, he should still respect your body. And at the end of the day, marriage is a ministry. So I think when women are old school, kind of like, oh, you shouldn't say no, at the end of the day, it really is kind of the principle of kind of, you're one, and your body is his body and his body is your body. It's not just about a woman agreeing to have sex all the time, because by the same token, your husband should be giving himself to you equally, right? But your husband should also understand those nights that you're sleeping, you just went to bed, tapping you on the shoulder to pull your panties down is not the business on, what I'm saying, when you got to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. So that's not necessarily realistic. And that's not the way marriage works. Period. And I think a man that loves you and is considerate of you understands that. Now, all of those things being said, sharing that type of advice as a married woman to your daughter, that's the type of advice you give as she is entering into marriage. It's very unfortunate that these women are counseling their daughters and giving them married woman advice when they are shacking or they're just spending nights with boyfriends. That is not a privilege of a boyfriend, that he should have unlimited access to your body. If he wants unlimited access to your body, go on over there to what's it called? Over there to the good jewelry store and buy me one of those 2-carat pillow shaped diamonds, and take me to a nice restaurant with your good Hugo Boss suit on and ask me a serious question. That's how you get unlimited access to my body. You want unlimited access? Go buy a ring.
I agree with those statements. Like, one that glass. I don't just go get a glass of wine, but it's very seldom I don't want to. But I mean, if I'm very tired, I'm not.
I'm sorry. This is sad. Keisha is 30 years old. Is she 30 yet? Whatever she is, 29, 30. Sis is washed up. She got 3 kids. She got to go run get a glass of wine to want to give up the boots. Sis, you haven't even made it to the altar. Your man is a damn lush. And then this one over here is giving people the recipe on how to have a wet vagina. Like talking about go get in the shower and drink 3 glasses of water and take 2 shots. Like these girls are washed up. It's sad. Keep saying yes all the time. You guys will never, like, these men that you're dealing with don't even have to wife you up.
I don't know. I don't know. But I always feel like no. It should be okay to say no. I never get over postpone. So I don't be that mad. I postpone it. I just like that. So I wake up, I got you. I will. No, because I might not be in the mood in the morning. Remember what you told me? That is true. I will give a rain check. Yeah, I'll say I'm sleepy. Let's wait in a couple hours. A couple hours? Yeah, I would do that. You come down. I say about 8 hours. Yes, that's why I said when I wake up, if I'm dead tired, and you try to do it,
I never tell my boo no, right?
Girl, okay. So the one off to the side finally kind of admits that she doesn't tell hers no too, I guess.
I never tell my boo no, right?
So now all of a sudden she's admitting. So 10 minutes later, now this one's over here looking at like, oh really? Now you wanna chime in talking about okay. Okay. All right. Guys, look at Jasmine in the back. You see this? Did you guys see Jasmine and hips? Look, guys, there's a hips spotting. Are they in there's Jasmine right there in the red and there's hips. Okay, do you see them? Okay. Guys, a mess, right? This is a public place too. Keep your business in your bedroom. You know what? They're young. They're young. I mean, they're young-ish. They're not spring chickens anymore. Their moms need to tell them that. Yeah, the moms needed to kind of like, you know that advice I gave you? Hold off on that for a minute. But yeah, clearly that was not the case. Give me the mic, please. What did I say? What did I say? Because we saw Jasmine and Chris in Atlanta. There was a Jasmine Chris sighting in Atlanta. They were over at the Mexican restaurant. Okay, guys, I think we covered everything. I mean, I thought that Asha video was actually kind of interesting. Because sometimes she's not talking about anything, but I mean, she's trying. And I didn't mind this video at all. It's like, thank you, Asha, for actually doing Keisha's job because Keisha brought us to the event and Keisha caught at all the good parts. And of like we didn't need to see the lamb chop and shrimp queso combo, okay? Which it was interesting to see that, but this was more interesting. So thank you for doing Keisha's job and we appreciated that. I'm disturbed. Right. The moms need to revisit that conversation. Absolutely. Cause it's, that's not really accurate. Keisha's a dummy because she needs benefits and not laying up with you. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of things. A lot of things, right? Okay, guys, is there anything else? We didn't get to Blac Chyna. Nothing earth shattering. She did launch a how long have we been on here? 114. Okay, let's see this real quick if you guys want to. Let me see. Okay. She launched her hair business and which maybe she had hair before anyway. I don't know. Um Super excited to announce my new luxury extensions. So then she's at as I've been changing my life and letting okay, I'm not going to play the let's see. Okay. Um as I've been changing my life, it's just it's this. It's the
Say to the down keepers, the sun
it's the
slappers.
Kanye, even though you know,
If you are not ready for the day, it cannot always be night.
that, praise God, Kanye. Okay. As I've been changing my life and letting God use me, given he has given me the vision to help others on my journey as well. Let me say hearts.pure.brand is not just all about me. I want to empower and bring other women and inspiring entrepreneurs a part of my team. And I am now a raw hair factory part owner at Hair Plug Agency in Asia. This is not just your average wholesale hair company. My partners and team, we help many hair companies across the world to successfully launch and rebrand a six-figure luxury raw hair line, top of the line quality business setup services, quality control check, and so much more. We make sure that everything you need to know to be successful is in this $1 billion industry is given to you in the most helpful, impactful, empowering way. Visit heartspure.com, start your successful hairline under me and my warehouse. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, I mean, she's selling hair and she's also offering, I guess, opportunity to I guess use them for a resource in terms of setting up a hair business. And that's it. So, yeah, that's the latest of what's going on with sis. So Blac Chyna, the social media, she's taking advantage of her social media and she's putting everything out here and she's raking it in. What would the Golden Girls think of these girls? I don't know. Huh. She doesn't have time. She can just, what I think sometimes you gotta let there's certain things go. Who knows? I never frequented that business, so I don't know anything about it. But she seems to enjoy, I guess, doing these little hair videos now. The hair video she did today, did it do well? Let's see. I don't think these hair slay videos are really what people are coming here for. I don't understand why she's putting them up as separate content. Maybe that's the agreement, but yeah, look at this, guys. This is bad news over here. This is some mom bad news. Um she put this up 15 hours ago and it's only got 3,000 views. Like that's not good news. Um I don't know that people are enjoying these hair slays. She put this up earlier today. And so she got a different wig. The other one, yeah, the wig videos, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know that people always love. I think people have their go-to people that they like to see slay wigs. Um Breaking bad news. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm glad we got a little bit caught up tonight. As far as tomorrow morning, I'll see you guys in the morning. and we'll get caught up on whatever else is going on over on Love Lies and Lace Fronts. But I appreciate you guys coming over here, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did not hear the listening party earlier today, go over to Station Head. It's on my community post, and you can get to it. If you have Apple Music or you have Spotify, it's better because then you'll be able to hear the song selections. If you don't, I don't think you'll be able to hear the music. And if you don't download the app, I don't know that you'll have like the full experience. You're just going to hear like dead patches of no sound. And then you'll hear like my voice. And then I had someone from the audience who came up and joined me on the panel for a little bit. Did you guys want to call in? Someone asked today about could we do more call-ins? And I was like, of course, but whenever I drop the link, y'all don't ever call in. So did anyone have anything that they wanted to say? Let me see. Let me drop this and I'll wait a couple of minutes if anyone has anything they want to talk about. Otherwise, we will pack it in and talk tomorrow. Anybody? I know it's midnight, so I'm sure you guys are ready for bed, and I am too, really. But I took a good nap this afternoon, so sis is wide awake. You're sleepy now. Well, Bama girl, again, have a wonderful day tomorrow, and I hope that everything goes well. And keep us posted. Let us know how everything goes. Guys, I will see y'all tomorrow. I hope that you all have a good and restful evening. And I'm going to let y'all go. What is that? You're shy today, not Dr. A. Dr. A is so cute. I was watching your video you had on Instagram earlier today. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let y'all go. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for coming over and supporting. You guys are amazing, and I'll see you guys later. Take care and have a good night, okay?